Bring it in.
Fuck yeah.
All right, we are back.
Let's bring this home.
Bring it home.
Yep, last hour.
You can
Yeah.
hear
So
Giv
Nito,
singing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you a thing that I am doing, and then I'm gonna give you a bit of space to do a thing, because once I start doing things, I suspect things are gonna escalate real hard. So, morning goes really, really still. Like the kind of still that sunrise used to go before great and terrible violence happened, but like dead, like literally dead still. Like it has never been more apparent that they are a fucking reanimated corpse.
Mm-hmm.
And you
Right.
can see, I don't think they're facing you, but you can see from the play of light on the wall that something is happening with the eye. That is a
Okay.
thing that happens. Now I'm curious. Mito, what are you up to?
Well, me and the 4 remaining robots are going to charge into the room. Pretty much. We're just gonna like muscle our way into the room.
The locked room.
No, we're walking because we haven't been into the building
You
yet.
just walk in.
We're just gonna walk straight in. I identify where it's coming from, and I turn to my wizard friends and ask them what's behind the door.
And they're like, don't go in there. They're like, don't go in there. It's very dangerous.
That's not an answer.
I tell you know what? Yeah, I tell Prince to pull the lock off the door.
Don't. If anything happens to this, we won't be able to. We'll never make it. Like, yeah.
Where are you going? Give me an answer. Right now, something we care about is behind that door. And you are not giving us a good reason to not break that door down. Give me a reason.
Yeah. I think.
Seduce, manipulate?
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is like an intimidation thing.
No, you don't. I think you don't need to roll seduce and manipulate, right? You have them, right?
Right.
You have
right.
them in your hand. So they're like, I think Mo is like, look, we can't live out there, and the only way that we can stay safe in here is because of that. It's taken us a long time to work out how to use it, and we can only use it for this place, and we won't survive without it.
What is it?
I don't know, really.
2 questions.
And like, this is the most animated you've ever seen either of them. They're always like totally
Yeah.
like calm.
Mm.
Are there any obvious indicators that they're lying?
No.
So if we call back to like a couple of episodes back, when Morning observed backstage and got a feeling as to like what it would mean to like fix the world.
Hmm.
Does this place feel like that?
This place.
Like, does it feel like an answer, or does it feel like another thing that's broken?
I don't think you can get a feeling for that without opening the door.
I mean, like, I was able to observe presumably what was behind the door from above.
No.
Like,
You were not.
All right, cool.
Like, what I'm saying, what I like the shrapnel effect obscured this entire place.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Everything was so, it was like trying to look at it through a broken mirror.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think you have a feel that like this is important, not just another broken thing.
Yeah.
Right. We're still gonna break the door down.
I
We're still
mean,
gonna break
the lock is off. It's in
Yeah.
Prince's hand, and he like looks at you.
Yep. Cool. And I'm gonna send Lars into the room.
Wait. And I think I turn and I bend down. Jimmy or Ash, I don't really mind. Like of the two, who's older of the two wizards? Like age-wise.
Kelly.
Yeah. So I stoop down to Curly, and I put my hands on his shoulders, and I lean my forehead against his, and I look into him, and I go aggro on him without going aggro on him.
Mm-hmm.
Because I am weaponizing my cultural landscape, and the threat is, like, tell me what it does, or else.
I mean, you have to act under fire to do that first.
Cool. Love it.
The fire is the wind.
Just my favorite.
Oh,
Hey Ash,
Yeah.
let's talk about the opened version
For
of
fuck's
Act Under
sake.
Fire, shall we?
it's never.
Where are we? When you do something under fire, on a 12 plus, you transcend the danger, the pressure, the possibility of harm. You do what you
Nice.
set out to do, and the MC will offer you a better outcome, true beauty, or a moment of grace.
Ooh.
Do you want to calm the wind? Do you want to understand what's in that room from outside?
Yes.
Cool. The wind is just like pressure from the other world, like funneling through
From
this tunnel,
backstage.
but between like there's this tunnel that is like someone got two things and just like bolted a pipe between them, right? Which means A, things flow freely back and forth here, and B, neither can move because they're bolted to a pipe. You can just like shed the wind like a snakeskin, and you
Yep.
can and through it, I think you can like understand that why the wind was there.
So, like, I'm sort of in the looking place, almost.
Yeah, kind of.
Even
Yeah.
though I'm, like, it's not a perfect analogy, but, like, it's
Yeah.
something like that experience.
I mean, this whole place is halfway,
Yeah.
and most of that's because of whatever's in the room.
Yeah. So I think I dropped the wizard. I actually don't care about him anymore.
No, you
Um,
don't. What happens
pointy.
is, I think, in that realization, you just like wreck him accidentally.
Yeah, totally. I mean, because I do 4 harm.
Yeah.
My mind is a 4 harm AP weapon.
Yeah, he falls down, vomits, and then falls into the vomit, twitching.
And I think I just turn to Mito and I'm like, wait.
Nope.
Yeah. Exactly.
So, to be
Whoa.
clear, that is go aggro.
You're like,
Like, it's,
yeah,
it's a
You're
wait
going
or
aggro.
else.
yeah.
The question is whether or not Mito has taken action during that thing
That is a
happening.
very good point.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Because
no,
your attention is very fully on Curly.
It's,
So
Yeah.
it's whether or not Mito would wait around to see what you were doing with Curly or go through the door.
Well, so I wouldn't go through the door, but the door is certainly open now.
Yeah.
Because
It's
I've
it's
made my
open.
robot
You
friend open
inside
it.
we can hear the clear sound of the white noise of the television and the sound of the flies buzzing, and like you can
Yeah.
see inside this like dark room lit only, and like it's like none of the light from outside. I mean, this room's pretty dark anyway, so no light is coming in from outside. It's just lit by this white from the screen, and yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna send the two of the robots inside.
That navigational data does not make sense.
Right.
Those are not coordinates. Those coordinates do not exist. They do not compute. They do not make any mathematical sense.
Okay. I've just sent a message. Um,
I love this. Like, I love how many
Did-
Morse code messages have gone back and forth, and I have no idea what
did
any of them mean.
did did you when you did your mother's heartbeat move? Do you take anything with you,
In
or
this
is it
case, I don't think I did. I can choose. Well, if I succeed, I can choose. Oh, yeah. Like, I would take everything I'm wearing. Like, I've got my radio.
you have got your radio?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
me and all my stuff.
What starts playing on the radio, Mito?
So the it's soft piano that starts with, and then you hear Freddie Mercury over the top uh, singing, "I've paid my dues, time after time." But then something interesting happens. Then something very interesting happens. You swear that you hear an older voice that you recognize come in, and in a night, like in a deep baritone, it sounds like Harridan joins in at the chorus, and slowly the chorus of "We Are the Champions" by Queen is filled by all of the voices with
All
of
the old folks.
all the old
are
folks
singing "We Are
are
the
singing
Champions."
"We Are the Champions," and you can
Yes.
see chat, and I believe that you can all see the move that I am about to roll into the chat. It's called "Do They Know It's Christmas?"
Yes.
And I'm rolling it now. I'm rolling it now.
Oh my god.
Kick it in the dick. Oh.
Yes. Oh my god. This is the coolest shit. Okay, I'm so on board with whatever the hell this is. I don't know what's happening, but I love it.
Here's what I am doing. Here is what I am doing. I am changing the worlds. I'm manipulating the bonds between the world and the psychic maelstrom. And what I
Right.
am doing is I am reforming the inside of this room into a real place, into
Right.
Nice.
a
A place that is of the earth.
of the world, a real
Mhm.
place outside of the psychic maelstrom. So that we're pushing. I don't know how to. I'm not sure if it's more accurate to say that we're pushing the
Yeah.
psychic maelstrom out,
This
or
is
that we're
the
drawing the real world back in.
What? I
yeah.
think what happens
This is
is
like isolate and protect, or isolate and contain, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's even more
yeah.
even more of what it is.
Yeah.
And I think what's really interesting is that like, given what's just happened, right? You like, morning has stopped the wind, and then we hear it flowing back the other way.
Oh, that's
Oh
awesome.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I think
This is a safe place to enter now.
as
Yeah.
as the person who originated the theatrical metaphor, what I'm picturing is if we envisage, right, here's front stage, here's backstage, and this room is the theater. Like this room is the curtain, is the stage
Yeah.
where you can
Yeah.
actually see between them.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
Mito has just and like curtain call, right?
Yep.
Like Mito has just dropped the curtain, show's over.
Yep. Yep. And
And now they're like separate, at least for
Yeah.
time, they're like separate places again.
Yep.
Yep.
And the immediate reaction there is to look, forgive.
I have a feeling about that.
Ash?
Yeah.
Can I posit a thing?
Sorry, I need Mito to choose 2 from the augury list.
As well as the is
On a 10 plus,
the-
choose 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Let
you have
me
to choose some stuff about it as well as
Sure. Let me
Can I recommend, please
get that.
God, be stable?
Let me have a look at them. Organ move. Should have that written down somewhere.
It's in the peripheral moves in the handout. In the peripheral moves
Oh, is
handout,
it?
if you want it.
Oh, okay, cool. That's probably why I didn't write it down. Augury. So for okay. Um, so it's definitely it's stable and contained, no bleeding, and it'll persist for a while without me actively maintaining it.
Cool. Because everyone is still singing.
Yeah, because everyone is like, because
Until the song stops.
yeah,
Yep.
until
And
It's
For-
not,
like
it's not
We Are
the
the Champions
show.
goes for a while, doesn't it?
yeah, like, and
Yeah.
the other thing as
Like 6
well
minutes or
is
something.
yeah, like yeah, it's got to fade out as well,
Yeah.
and so
Yeah.
like maybe I'm not 100% convinced that they would know to stop when the song does.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they just keep going because
Yeah.
they know the lyrics, even though the song has finished, and they just keep going until they realize.
Yeah.
Yeah. This isn't
Can,
the end of the show. This is intermission.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The musical
I
performance and some light music.
can I propose a thing?
Sure can,
Yes, I
lady.
think you.
I don't know what this means, and I don't know whether it's actually as bad as it sounds. But the narrative here, or more specifically, the way that this is shot, and the fact, and like what we saw of this room just before the break, and what we're seeing here, I feel like this is one of those things where um, we see Mito entering the room, we see like the light of the TV in the room, and we see like the music, and it feels very triumphant. But I feel like when we finally see the part of the room where the TV is, where Give is meant to be, Give is not there.
No.
Do we just see your fingers slip from the inside of the screen? Right? Like
No,
you're holding on.
I
Okay.
think it's,
Just-
well, maybe, yeah. But like, yeah, I think it's one of those great, like, you know how I love it
Yeah.
when TV shows do that thing where they like give you this like sense of like triumph, and then it sort of like
Yeah.
slowly leaks away when they finally
Yeah,
like
like-
show you the shot that you're waiting to see, and it doesn't look right.
Yep.
Mm.
So yeah, there's just no give there.
Oh.
Hey, Give.
Hey, Mito. Hey, Mito,
Give.
when you come out of the room.
Wait. Hey, Give.
Yeah.
The dollar's here.
Yeah.
Cool. Continue.
Yeah. So, Mito, when you come out of the room,
Yeah.
is that like immediately afterwards? What is this?
Well, the first thing I'm gonna do is get my robots to scan as thoroughly as possible for any sort of signs of give, to try and get some sort of indication, like
So yeah,
Maybe
they step into the room and we see like the blue lasers like going zzz, zzz, zzz,
yeah.
zzz, and we notice that they just pass straight through the television.
Oh, okay. Um.
That is like whatever anomaly was here, is contained in that one thing.
Okay. That's. Can I pick it up?
Yep. You are now holding a television. It's not plugged into anything.
And it's still on, yeah?
It's white noise. Yeah.
White noise. I am thinking we should get this someplace out of the weird, and okay. Can I kind of want to break the TV. Like I can touch it, I can feel it. It's the only thing that doesn't exist in the room, right?
Yep. The shower curtain the shag carpet, the dead animals, the fake flowers in the pot. They're all real.
Actually, yeah, okay. You know what, actually? I don't know enough about this. I'm going to go and talk to my wizard friends.
Friend.
And friend. Um,
Singular.
oh yeah. How's he doing? How's
I think he's actually curled up in a bowl now,
Oh,
in a corner.
he's not dead. Or the other one is dead. One is
No,
dead?
Curly.
Curly is
Curly is curled up in a bowl like this.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Not dead.
Okay.
That's good.
And,
That's nice.
All right.
you see another thing when you come out. Sunrise's body is burning.
That seems bad.
Yeah.
The fire isn't in their eye anymore. Like, the fire is in them and on them, and the body is, like, up in flame. So, Ash, when I hear the rushing wind, like, coming in, Morning lets go and lets the wind carry them backstage.
Mm.
And before they go, they go aggro without going aggro on Sunrise's body for 4 harm. And what they want it to do is burn.
It burns.
Wow.
Um.
So it's like a pyre. Like
Yeah.
it's like a funeral. You come out to like a funeral ritual.
I think it's like it spreads. Like it starts in the eye, and then just this fire, which has been there the whole time, which like has always been like actual fire.
Yeah. Finally
Just like
catches.
is suddenly no longer like contained.
Yeah.
And like it's all through. I mean, we haven't ever seen this, but like the fire goes like way back, like into like where the brain would be, right? Like it just like their head is just like fucking like on fire from within. It just starts to spread.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're burning.
Yeah.
And how's
I think Mo is over Curly, like trying to like comfort and see if they'll respond, and they're not.
how's
Partridge.
Partridge doing?
Partridge is just like Partridge is. I think Partridge is gone.
Yeah, that's
Right?
insane.
The person who's going to keep them safe is
It's on fire.
Partridge is gone.
Okay. All right. That's fine. So there's only 2 bodies to carry. So I'm going to give the television to Axel, and Prince and Lars are going to pick up a wizard each, and we're going back to the studio. And I don't think.
I mean, you can't pick up Sunrise. Sunrise is on fire.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's a thing that would concern me. Like, I don't think
it's
like
this is the magic fire.
yeah, like I think there's enough going on right now that this isn't that out of the ordinary, knowing Sunrise.
Also, like it's worth mentioning, like they're also like lying on the floor still.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
it's a
Like,
dead body that is
It's a
on
dead
fire.
body that is on fire.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
nothing animate about it.
Yeah, no. So it's either a situation has gotten so out of control that Sunrise can't handle it and we should get out of here, or Sunrise is in complete control of the situation and shouldn't be disturbed and we should get out of here. So
Yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense.
so we're going to take the TV and the wizards and all of my robot friends and I, and how are Vegemite and Budgie Smuggler holding up
They're not
outside?
here.
They've gone too?
They've gone somewhere.
Okay. Did I leave robots with them? I probably should have, but I don't think I did. Anyway, and we're going to navigate our way along the path that we came as close as possible to get out of here and head back to the studio.
Roll plus cool.
Roll plus cool. Rolling plus cool. Am I acting under fire?
Yeah, this is acting under fire, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll let you do unflappable persona.
Unflappable
Yeah.
persona? Cool.
Yeah.
Because this is sort of like, all right, this is the situation. We can stand here and panic about it, or we can go and solve it. Robots, come with me. So I'm rolling plus hot. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh. That's not good. That's a 5.
It is a 5. Shit.
So, you're back at the radio tower.
Mm-hmm. That's
There is
good.
water.
Oh, that seems so bad.
There is water pouring into the studio the studio room from the fact that there's no roof there for some reason, and I think Vegemite like closes themselves in through the door and like looks around and is like and it like looks at you and is like they're not in here, are they? Oh god.
Okay, who?
She didn't
Who's in
follow
the
us, did
street?
she? She
didn't
had
follow-
her eyes. She was screaming. I was trying to work
no.
out how we could get home. And I don't know, I zoned out for a minute and then suddenly she was attacking me.
Oh, I immediately regret asking this. Who's got no eyes and was attacking you, Vegemite?
But it was, but she smuggled. She just, I don't know.
Okay, yeah. Um, where are the old people? Have you seen them? Are they safe?
Where are we? What is this? I think I went through a pumpkin. Harridan is like comes out and is like, we sang the song, Mito. What is going on? Who is this? Who are these people?
Harridan,
And he's like, have you got the sword? I'll deal with them.
I don't have the sword. Where's aggro? We need tea and we need it now.
So yeah, aggro goes and Harridan goes and gets aggro and like you collect your full contingent, and then aggro returns with cans of Dr. Pepper and is like, this is all I could find.
All right. So, I give one to Vegemite. Right. No, actually, I motion to aggro to give one to Vegemite. And I sit Vegemite down with Axel clearly in a defensive position around them, making sure that they're in no debt, like that nothing is going to hurt them, to try and make them feel comforted. While I try and find out what happened to the roof of my building, and yeah, I'd like to ask Harridan, what happened to the roof?
Harridan's like, what are you doing? Oh my gosh.
Oh no! Oh no! That's bad news. Oh,
I mean, I would like to point out that you've never seen a can of Dr. Pepper in your life.
oh,
What? What's that got to
Okay.
do with anything?
Just
that
saying,
has everything to do with this.
Okay, cool. I'm glad it makes sense to you.
Okay. I want to ask Steinman. Where are we? Silently through my radio transmitter network. Are we
It gives
anywhere?
you like 4 sets of coordinates.
Okay, that's. Yeah, no, this situation requires reading.
Oh, Ash, I can't believe you haven't seen the end of Solaris because I feel like anyone who is watching this, I feel like anyone who's watching this and has seen Solaris, I feel like you are narrating the end of Solaris and it's really amazing. End rant.
I'm rolling read a situation because this place is charged.
Yep. You get a
Okay,
question.
a question. Um,
I'm going to answer it, and then we're going to cut to Luke.
okay, that's fair. I don't necessarily require an answer before we cut to Luke. I just want to leave that in the table. Um, uh, what should I be on the lookout for?
Um, you dislodged the thing. You, like what? You, this thing is leaking again. A lot.
Right. Right. Okay. 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 Uh,
Luke.
So,
So,
um, I'm curious. Given the revelation that Morning had about the nature of the wind and the connection between these two places, has that had any impact on the way that they see backstage?
Yeah, I think you've noticed now. Um, that I think you watch, right? You watch like an etch a sketch, like a marble being moved by a magnet under paper, right? You see a tear get just like ripped from the grove north,
To
right? You
the
just
radio
see
channel.
someone just
Yeah.
run a razor through it.
Yeah.
Um, and like I think yeah, I think that's all I need to tell you.
Is there a radio? Is there a television on this side too?
If you zoom in, you can yes, yep. It is playing whatever is happening. Like it's just like on the screen
Yeah, it's
is
like
whatever's like
CCTV of
out the view.
Mito having his thing.
Yeah,
Um,
but with like a laugh track.
yeah. So I
oh,
think.
that's good.
Yeah. So I think. Yeah. Like I think. I think sunrise. I think morning. Like comes down out of the looking place. Um, and I think if you're cool with that, I think like we can still see the remnants of the wind like blowing through
There's now like a breeze, right?
backstage, except that morning is completely unaffected.
Yeah,
They're like a ghost, like it just goes like right through them and nothing
yeah.
happens. Um, and I think they're still dawn, even though they're down here in real space,
Mm-hmm.
quote unquote.
Yep.
And I think they like dawn comes down, um, to stand in front of this television, um, and this like young child, probably like 7 years old, kind of like mixed heritage, a good bit of Filipino, and then some other bits thrown in. And these two burning eyes, and this like burning heart, and I think they kneel down in front of the television, and I think they put their hands out to the dials of the television, and it's exactly the same motion as Morning, like, leveling with someone.
Yep.
Like, it's exactly the same mannerism. And I would like to read a person
Yeah, yeah, you can.
on the TV.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think like the whole scene is like weirdly similar because of the similarity between Dawn's appearance and Gibbs.
Yeah.
And so like everything about this scene is like weird echoes and references back to like the scenes we sort of give before in the room. Yeah. I'm gonna read a situation with my magical eye that I spy things with. Cool. Cool. Let me see. What does your character wish I'd do?
I think. I mean, I think it was comfortable where it was before it got picked up and moved. But it also kind of wishes that it had never happened. That whatever made it the way it is had never happened. It was something before.
Yeah, and I think Morning asks it, Dawn asks it, and I don't know. Again, this is one of those things where I'm not clever enough to write the dialogue for this scene. Someone hire Aaron Sorkin for the HBO miniseries. Fuck, what does this look like? Oh, of course. Dawn sings a song to the tune of Happy Little Vegemites. And asks it what it used to be.
Yeah, I think it used to be just a thing, right? It used to be just an object.
Just a thing on this side, or just a thing on that side?
That doesn't make sense. It used to be just an object.
That's a fair point.
And then somehow it changed, it slipped, it moved. And when it moved, and then that's when the thing happened. You get
So
the sense
Dawn,
of an
like,
impact, right? Like of falling and an impact.
Yeah. So I think Dawn like nods, and like pats it on the top like corner. And again, it's like this very weird echo of a gesture that we've seen like
Yeah.
Morning unconsciously doing all episode. Dawn just like pats it comfortingly on the shoulder of this television. Um, is Gives box anywhere around here?
Gives box, gives radio, gives which
The box that Give went into, was going into before the pool of light, whatever.
That's the
contained
TV.
That was the TV.
Oh, that was the TV?
It was the TV the whole time. You pulled give out of the television.
Ah, cool.
You went into the grove, like in your grief.
Yep.
Many, many years ago.
In the real world.
In the real world.
Yep.
Hmm. 'Cause- 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 So that would mean that Morning like would recognize this TV,
Yeah.
Yeah. This TV now.
whether immediately before or at the very least now.
Yeah. Yeah,
Recognize
yeah.
it.
I think they like, and again, I'm gonna talk about it as though it were a body because it's really awkward to figure out what the language would be otherwise. Like they kiss it on the forehead.
Yeah.
This TV.
Mhm. The TV. The
Yeah,
television.
The TV. The television. And I think they say to it, do you want to go back to the way you were before? I can help you.
I think it says it's scared because if it becomes like that again, then everything else will become like that, and people don't want that. You can tell. They'll become like, and I think you understand this, right? They'll become just objects. They won't have cultural meaning. If it were to not be this link, then this whole thing
Backstage
would
and
just
frontstage.
cultural
Separate.
meaning would drift away from the world.
Yeah.
And like that wouldn't mean that new culture wouldn't happen, I don't think.
Yeah. It's just a break with the old. Fuck.
Also, Give isn't here. Give isn't in backstage or front stage right now.
Yeah, give is nowhere. And I think that gives Dawn pause. And I think they just like rock back on their heels and like sit down next to the television and lean into it like they were sitting next to like a friend at like a sleepover.
Yeah.
And they just like kind of look around and check out what's going on.
Yeah. We look through the screen. What's happening at Mido's end?
What is happening at Mido's end indeed?
I think Emily. I think Give can see out both sides if they want to.
Cool. All right.
So, okay. This thing is. This thing is leaking. It's leaking backstage into front stage.
Yep.
Am I able to ascertain? I kind of want to know why. But can
Mido, you're making the Grove 2.0.
I like?
Good job.
Like here's the thing, right? I'm trying to think of a way. Like I don't. Wait a minute! It's a machine.
Mm-hmm.
It's a machine.
Yes.
I can.
It's a machine that
probably
it's a machine that
interface.
accepts broadcasts.
Yeah, I can probably talk to it. I don't know. I mean, there's no harm in trying that, right? Let's do that. Let's link up with it, and ask it where Give is.
Yeah. I mean, this isn't asking for you. It's a different thing.
It would sort of be like query Give status.
Yeah, you're running a port
location.
scan or whatever, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
A spectrum analysis.
Yeah, that's sort of it. Sort of like I'm actually communicating with it. Not in exactly the same way that I do with the robots, because I don't have exactly that protocol. But I'm like, asking it in a bunch of different languages, which one is it going to understand, and then trying to ping with it.
Roll the network.
If it can. Rolling network.
And you want to know where Give is. Yeah.
Yes, that's what I want to know.
Awesome. So yeah, Give is inside the television.
Mm-hmm.
They are safe and happy. You can. I think you just turn the channel, right? You turn the channel and you see Give with the doll. Give.
Oh,
What does this scene look like?
Mm. Yeah. Um. Hmm. It's a really good question.
I'm gonna
Um.
I'm I'm gonna tap on the screen, like
Mm.
just to sort of like as in like a on the off chance that it works.
Mhm.
Like
Mhm. On the off chance that it
I'm still in.
respond.
Yeah. The,
Hmm. Yeah. Um. I think Give is talking to the doll. Um. Like they've stopped singing to the doll, and they're talking to it now, like holding on to it and confiding in the doll. They're kind of talking as though the doll is responding to them, but I don't think you can hear what the doll is saying back.
Mm.
Um, and what's that face?
oh, I just keep going.
Okay.
Um,
And I think it seems like they're asking the doll for advice or like, yeah, trying to work out what they should do. And they're saying, um, it's really abstract. I have to like work out like how this translates into kids speak. Um,
The answer is we can't hear what you're saying. There are subtitles.
oh, cool. I like that.
hmm.
Are the subtitles still like in my wording?
Well, no, because it's
Or
subtitled, right? Like it's someone's interpreted what you said into like something that an adult audience would understand.
right? Yeah, okay.
It's in
So
that.
the
It's in the
sub
yellow. It's in the yellow like Arial font.
right,
Yeah,
more
the
like an action kind of yeah. So
SBS font.
yeah, yeah. Um, so Give seems to be talking to the doll about um what they should do now because and they're saying how um they went to Sunrise because Sunrise needed them. And they went to Mito because Mito needed them. And this is why, and I think before that, even they say like they went to mom and dad because mom and dad needed them. And I think then they're saying to the doll, like, um, uh, when you spend a long time out there, um, you start to want your own stuff and they didn't know they don't know how to uh get the things they want. And I think from there they like go back into singing the song about how to make yourself into a person. But they're singing it like with a frown on their face, like the song, should have another verse or like it doesn't contain the information that they need it to contain. There's something missing in the song and in this instruction. Um,
I think we see a subtitle that like where it says doll. I tried all that.
yeah, okay. So yeah, and Give is like, um, uh, as in, does it seem like the doll is referring to the content of the song?
Yeah.
Yeah, and like, Give is nodding and is like, yeah, it stops. It doesn't work like that out in the real place. It's more weird than that in the real place.
Um, I think at this point the radio crackles to life. I think at this point your radio comes alive and like starts like I don't know if it I don't know if it gives you instructions, but I think it comes through and it starts off very give, can you hear me? Give, are you there? Can you hear me? Um
I just speak back at the radio and say, yeah.
okay. We can how do we get you out? How do we help you here?
Mm.
What do you need from us?
Usually someone just really wants me to come out. But that doesn't seem to be working this time.
I am gonna get uh okay. Um
I I think I think I think I have to want to come out. I don't know if I want to come out or not.
okay. Okay. Let me think about this for a second. Um okay, so throughout the entire game, Mito's been very uh attentive and basically taking Giv's needs very seriously. Throughout the entire game, Giv has never been treated like an idiot or a child. Mito has always taken them very seriously. So I think that the radio comes to life and says, uh, you don't have to come out just because we want you to. We do want you to. All of us. But the decision is yours. And I think the radio then, for the like, it doesn't just fade to static; it completely shuts off. And like, it's sort of like the radio has said everything that needs to be said at this point, and it really is something that you've got to do on your own, or at least indicate to us that you want us to help you get out.
I
And I
think,
think
you get the sense that the screen is physically permeable, but you wouldn't fit through it as a whole human being.
Right.
and I think like as the radio shuts off, there's also like a thing wherein which is maybe visible from outside or maybe just from inside, where like as a radio cuts off, the doll is just a doll. Like it's like Give realizes that they've just been talking to like just an inanimate thing.
Right.
Like that it's not talking back to them. There's it's just a thing.
Right.
Um yeah. Um
Oh, oh. The radio pipes up one more time and says, "One more thing I always wanted to know. What is your favorite song?"
Fuck off, Jimmy.
Oh my god.
Sorry, no, this is important. I need,
Oh.
like, either way, I'm going to need an answer on this.
Okay. I don't know if it's ever been played before, but the answer is hang on, let me just look up the actual title of it.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Are you tuned into all this on the other side? Morning or dawn? Are you watching
Yeah,
this,
I
or
think
are you?
Yeah.
I think like
Sure.
Dawn is watching all of this and all of backstage. And I think and you tell me if this is possible. Like I imagine that that they've actually taken the television with them
So we
Yeah.
both
up
just
to the
ripped this
locking place.
television.
Yeah.
So like
I mean,
so
you can
like
move it
Dawn
around
and the
and
television are like up there and they're looking down at the whole of backstage and also tuned into the television, just trying to work out like what is going
I
on
think the
and what
television
to do.
says, "Oh, this is high. I don't want to fall
Don't
again."
worry. I won't let you fall. And
Um,
I think I'm like I like put an arm around like I'm hugging the television now.
Yeah.
Like one sidearm hug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I sent you the answer in the private
yep,
chat.
yep. I send Harridan to go and find a record for me. Um,
Ash, can I roll one last time?
What do you want to do?
To read a situation?
Sure.
Am I acting on your answers previously about how to fix the world?
Yeah.
Cool.
Tell me how you're reading the situation. Is it the looking out over the situation? Yeah.
This is me both looking out over backstage and also listening to what the radio, like
Yeah.
what the television has to say and what the
Yep.
television wants and what Give wants.
Yep. One
Right,
question.
that is an 11. Give.
Oh, is it?
Would you
Oh,
like
yeah, it
to
is
help
because you
me?
get things. Yeah.
Yes, I can help. I would like to help. Yep, I can help.
So Ash, um, I have 3 questions for you.
Yep.
Um, what's wrong with this television, and how might I fix? Like, is it within my power to fix it if I am helping it? Like, if the
If
TV
someone
and I work together, can we like, can it be the way it was if that's what it wants?
Yep.
Um,
I'm trying to work out how you can fix it. I have a feeling that the answer is plug it into power.
yeah,
Love that.
right.
That's a good answer.
I mean, that's
And that's
gonna
and to be clear, like,
that's gonna fix the television.
it's not going to fix the world.
I'm not sure it'll fix the world. I think
Yeah.
if you ended the television, it would fix the world.
Yeah. Can I heal the world instead? Would that be possible? Or is the answer no? Like, could I put it all back to the way it was? And this is
No.
this is very much the question of Dawn. Like, this is the question of that 7-year-old kid whose parents died in front of them as it all happened.
I mean, you'd have to possess the body of Mito like a wolf, and then broadcast your experience. And Mito would not survive that.
Yeah. Okay, so that's a no. And then the last question I have is not for you, Ash. M. So it's for both of you. Does Give slash the television, because I'm not sure to what extent those are just
Different
110%
things.
the same thing. Does it want to go back to the way it was?
I think
Or-
that
I think given the television are separate, so I'd like to hear Kiv's answer.
Okay, so then let me rephrase that question. Does the television want to go back to the way it was?
The television wants to either go back to the way it was or stop being in this state, right?
Yep.
If it were finished, then it would not be in this state. It doesn't like being in this. It doesn't like being in this tunnel.
Yep. Cool.
It is uncomfortable.
So,
and I think, yeah, the
Dawn presses their forehead against the top of the television and stares into the screen. And extends and like pushes a hand through the screen. And I think everything about this shot is like completely unlike the shot we saw at the beginning of the episode. There is no like there is where there was despair, there is only like serenity and like peace. Where there was like desperation, there is acceptance, and where there was like force and tension before, there is like just like openness. And I think they just like reach their hand into the television, and on the other side we see Sunrise's hand come out into the room where Give is as an invitation.
What's happening, Jimmy? What's Meteor doing?
Okay. Okay, there's only really one way to handle this. Like I'm gonna okay, so
I mean,
I'm
you know
gonna
that
do
you
something.
could physically permeate the screen as well. You know that.
Yep. Okay. Okay. Is the doll still moving?
It's in Gibbs' hand.
Yeah, that I'm asking Give. Is the doll moving or is it still even though the radio it's not moving? Okay.
Just a doll.
Just a doll. All right. Here's the thing.
I reckon you can see the hand.
Yeah.
You can see this hand come
Yep.
through like part
Yeah,
of the
I think
room.
I can too.
And you see like Give like regarding it, like looking
Yeah.
at it.
Do
And
I,
I think
would I,
think,
recognize
like,
it?
I think Amino 110%.
100%. Yeah.
Because this is not like
Yeah.
this is
So-
somewhere between Morning's
Yeah.
hand and Sunrise's hand. Like
Here's-
it has all the calluses of Sunrise's hand, but it's like soft and like pale and waterlogged, like Morning's hand. Like it's between.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna direct Aggro to take the record and put it on, and airy synths start playing as I reach into the television as well, with my hand extended thusly. And I've motioned for everyone to get around the microphones as well. As We Built This City by Jefferson Starship starts playing,
Yeah.
not only in the studio, but also I think on the radio.
I think it's like through the like your hand permeating the barrier like means that
Yeah.
the sound can get through. So I think it's not
Yeah.
even coming out of the radio anymore. I think
Yeah.
the radio, like the doll,
Is
just a
just
radio.
inanimate now. Yeah, yeah. And everybody is standing by around the speakers as well as the song starts swelling into the yeah, as that starts coming through the permeation created by my hand in a very gentle sort of like it's I'm not grabbing for you. It's literally a come with me if you want to live. Take like literally come with me if you want to
If you want to
live.
So on
So-
one side,
Yeah.
Give, you have this kind of dreamy, angelic version of your Lola, right?
Yeah. Well, and
Like
it's,
inviting
and it's, I
you
think,
into
from that,
the world of like platonic ideals, and then on the other side you have a cyborg with like bits of machinery like welded into his face, people dripping in water. There's like robots and carpet and bits of exposed like wood, and they're all just and all of these people that are very, very people are all banding together to sing Jefferson
and
Starship.
I think
Yeah.
I think this is like a like a mashup cover because I think what we can hear from backstage is like it's Sunrise's song. It's the
Yeah.
lullaby,
Yeah.
but sung by like an endless number of voices. And so just like very, very softly, like under We Built This City, we can just hear this like
Mm.
gentle, like humming
Yeah.
lullaby
So
in harmony. That's beautiful.
yeah, I want
Love this
someone
track.
to make this. Um,
At Kane, you are good
yeah,
at
exactly.
making the things happen. Do the thing.
So this is my turn to do the Luke thing.
Great. Yes, I'm into
Um,
it.
so give looks at the hand that is Lola's hand, and they look at this kind of like strange robotic hand that is Mito's, and they are still holding the doll. Um, and they look back at Lola's hand, and they get up and they start to walk toward Lola. And they get right up, sort of within, touching distance. And I think they can see Dawn like through the TV as though it were like kind of a window.
And I don't think it's dawn anymore. I think
Mm,
like now it's just sunrise.
it's just sunrise, yeah. Okay. Yeah. And so I think they can see sunrise through the glass like it's a window. And they go to touch, they sort of reach out and they like almost touch Sunrise's hand. And then they sort of pause. And then they take the doll and they put the doll in Sunrise's hand. And then they like kind of like hold Sunrise's hand around it. And they like look up through the TV and they say, you got to take this, Lola. I have to go and be a grown up now.
Yeah, and I think
Oh,
I think
wow.
like I think we see like a tear of fire like roll down their cheek, and I think they like nod and like stroke like your cheek with the back of the hand that is holding the doll and like press a kiss to like the top of the television, and they say, "Didn't always do my best by you, kid, but I sure as hell tried.
You
You be
did
smart.
good, Lola.
You be brave. You be kind. Goodbye."
Oh. And yeah, then they turn around and like grab hold of Mito's hand.
Okay. Mito has seen that, and everyone around the microphone has started singing "We Built This City" on rock and roll. I'd like to roll Do You Know It's Christmas one more time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm planting an idea into the psychic maelstrom, and I want the doll to live. I want the doll to substitute isn't the right word, but
Be a companion.
yeah, to like be someone new for Sunrise to teach and to raise and to yeah. I'm gonna roll that.
Roll it.
Um,
You see.
that is the best. That is the best.
Yep, that's another one.
And what I would really like, if I can take control of Luke's scene for a second, is that the doll, as you're like you've kissed the TV and you've picked the doll up, and the doll sort of waves and is like, "Hi, I don't know my name yet. What's your name?" And that's sort of where we we cut from that screen as I, with like one hand at first, but at both hands, bring Give into a hug out of the television.
And like
Is
everything
where-
is wet and cold and hard, and
Mm.
also soft and squishy and uncomfortable. But
Really real.
Yeah.
And then I think the very last thing we see,
I want to know the decision about the television.
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
curious.
right, is like Sunrise, like slumps and rests their head on like the television, and like keeps crying, and just like this fire like drips out of their eye onto the television, but it doesn't burn. It starts to glow, and they help the television to go back to being what it was.
So, here's
And I
the
think
thing.
the light of-
like if we make the television what it was, then the worlds don't get separated, and the wolves continue to exist.
Break it. Smash it. Blow it up. Set it on fire. It's gotta happen.
The world continues to be a real and scary. It doesn't get a fresh start.
Oh no, sorry, yeah, no, it's the fresh start option. I'm going to be clear.
Yep. In which
okay.
case, you have to destroy
Yeah,
the
like
TV.
like it starts to glow and like brighter and brighter and brighter until
on both sides. Like
yeah,
the
and
screen
I
on the other
can't-
side
I
is glowing
can't-
so bright.
yeah, and it's like the color of Morning's Eye, and I can't think of a more poetic way to describe this. So I'm gonna go to like, you know that thing in anime where like you get such bright light that you get like black silhouettes, and then they start to be like broken apart by it.
Yeah.
Until they just like fade. And I think that happens to like everything on Morning's side. Like the TV goes, Morning goes. I think the doll is like behind, like tucked protectively behind them. And I think when the light dies away, we see the doll and we see Dawn standing with it. But now now they're solid. And there's no fire. It's just this little kid standing next to the doll.
I feel like on the other side, we see it like glow brighter and brighter and brighter, and start like sparking and like jittering and
I was
stuff.
gonna say,
And
I imagine that thing like when a light bulb gets too much,
Yeah.
Zzz.
too much power, and then it's gonna go. Poof.
well, I think
Yeah.
what happens is it starts like shaking and like rumbling and it gets so bright and it's blindingly bright, and then we just hear this crash, and then we just see Harridan standing there with a fire axe in the screen.
Yes.
And it's like,
Yes.
okay,
Oh,
I've sorted that
Harridan is
out.
Such a
I love
good
her.
work, Harridan. Good work. Oh, that's amazing.
Cool.
I think that's the end of the show.
Yep.
Yeah, and I
it's-
think like over.
Perfect.
And I think for the end credits we get like, it's like an acoustic version of like we built this city with the lullaby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's just over, just this really really long steady shot of the doll and Dawn walking away from camera into like the sunrise of this strange, like backstage world, and just like disappearing into the horizon.
I think we also see like as the credits are rolling, like after that it goes to the like Jackie Chan like bloopers like vision, right? except it's all like real robots and Jimmy the real cyborg, and like look whoops aggro like spilt the tea and all of these sorts of things, and except they're all real. They're not faked. They're just all the robots. The robots accidentally stepped through the door instead of opening it. All those sorts of things. Cool. That
I
was
love the idea of one of the robots falling off the tower and then
Yeah.
just giving the thumbs up.
yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Excellent.
that was
Well, that was Apocalypse World
Gosh.
Damp Spirits.
Oh.
Holy
Yep.
shit.
Yep. I have many feelings.
We went a little
Shut
bit
up,
over
you're
time, but I
crying.
think that's fine.
Yep. Some crying. Yep.
Yeah. Some
Gosh.
emotions. How's everyone doing? Is everyone okay?
Oh,
Real good.
Oh, fuck.
Cool.
oh,
Role-playing games are
man.
good, y'all.
They're important. They're important. Oh, God.
Well, this has been I'm Not Trying to Kill You, Apocalypse World Damn Spirits. I have been joined by 3 amazing apocalyptos. Would Emily like to give me your shout outs?
Yeah, sure. Hi, I'm Emily. This was a great time. I enjoyed this very much and I have many feelings. I make films and art. You can follow me on Twitter at Blackwall Says, on Tumblr, Blackwall Holiday. Yeah, gosh, what a time. It was really hard to narrate those last bits because I kept wanting to cry. Thank you everyone very much. It was really magical.
Luke?
You just gotta create a character who's also crying, so you just lean into it. Hello everyone. I have been Luke. By day, I am a role-playing game designer. Well, I am a GM for children. By night, I am a role-playing game designer, and increasingly, I do shit like this, I guess. You can buy my games at gamesfromthewildwood.itch.io. I got a new thing probably coming out this weekend, or in a little longer than that. And if you want to support me doing game design stuff and stuff like this, I have a Patreon. Fuck, Apocalypse World is a good fucking game, and you're some good fucking people. Oh, that's all. I'm done.
Jimmy?
I'm still just mind blown. I'm Jimmy. You can find me on Twitter at roleplay_James, or you can hire me to run games for you at GM for Hire. That's gm4hire.com.au. This is only my second venture into Apocalypse World, or the Apocalypse system, both with Ash. And Ash is an amazing game master. Like, I've not been able to get a lot of, like, as much emotion out of a character who, I had very specific ideas for what I wanted to do with Mito, and they weren't necessarily in line with the way Apocalypse World worked, and we got them all done, and that's an incredible thing. I just, so many feels, all
admit
of the
that-
feelings.
I'll admit the cyborgification was a bit of a like out of left field, but it worked.
It,
Cool.
and who are you, Ash?
Yeah. Hi. I've been Ash, your GM MC for this series. There will be more Monday night role-playing games. So if you want to follow me, you can hit the little follow button here on Twitch, or subscribe on YouTube at a CGIAC. In fact, you can follow me on everything at CGIAC, ACEGIAK, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. Oh, I said that one. Tumblr. I think that's all of them. Anyway, and on my website, cgiac.net. But this has been amazing. There will be more time with Emily on Wednesday. On Wednesdays, we do couch time, where we play a console game and hang out. So, Space State this Wednesday coming up. We're going to play some No Man's Sky. And then on Saturday mornings, we do a PC stream, where we play PC games, whatever you all want me to play, really. And then this Sunday coming up is going to be our episode 1 for Girl by Moonlight, Toward Heaven, which we've done the episode 0 for. That's up on YouTube. And thank you for joining us. Coming up on Monday will be a mystery game. We haven't decided what we're playing next yet. And
I
then,
have one last thing.
yeah.
I forgot there was a thing I haven't. So I advanced in that session and I haven't spent it yet. I am retiring my character to safety.
Yes,
God damn it.
yes, you are.
Yes,
Absolutely.
Safety
Fantastic.
actually within the psychic maelstrom.
So
It's
And now,
brilliant.
and now I'm done.
Fantastic.
If you're going to PAX Australia, if you're going to be there, on the Sunday evening, there will be I'm Not Trying to Kill You Live, where we will be playing Dread, but we will be playing Mega Dread, which is where you play Dread with giant Jenga on a stage in front of a crowd in real life. It's going to be terrifying, but I'm so keen.
Oh, that's gonna be so awesome. I'll be at PAX as well. Just a FYI, I'll be doing panels with Lucy B, and I will be part of Sock Puppet Theatre again, which are two of my favorite panels at PAX at all time. And I am definitely gonna try and come and see Dread live because
Yep.
man, I love
I'm so keen to be frightened by Jenga.
Yep, it's going to be great. Anyway, thank you all for
Alright.
following, joining in, and thanks for being here for this adventure. It's been one.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Thank you.
been crazy. Thank you for
Yeah.
watching. You're important to us.
Yep. In the meantime, we will let you all. I mean, for us, it's bedtime. If it's not bedtime where you are, too bad. Good night. We will catch you later on. Bye.
Bye.